When you think of Neanderthals, you probably picture tough, strong people braving the Ice Age. They wore animal skins, hunted mammoths, and faced daily battles against the cold and hunger. We know they were skilled hunters. Bones and tools prove it. But what did they really eat to survive? The classic story says Neanderthals were top carnivores, eating big game like lions or wolves. In a frozen world, meat was the most reliable food. But is that the whole story? Survival isn't just about strength, it's about using every resource. Scientists have studied ancient bones and tools, piecing together clues about their diet. We know they ate deer, horses, and mammoths. But what about the times between big hunts or when prey was scarce? True survival means having a backup plan. Evidence suggests Neanderthals were more resourceful than we thought. To understand their survival, we have to look beyond the obvious. In the wild, you can't afford to be picky. Calories and protein are key. What if Neanderthals had a secret food source, something easy to get, energy-rich, and always available after a hunt? A food source modern humans might find unappetizing, but that could have been crucial for survival. The answer might change everything we thought we knew about Neanderthal life. Let's dig into the mystery of what was really on the Neanderthals' plate. Their survival may have depended on something far stranger than we ever imagined. And it all starts with a closer look at what happened after the hunt. Scientists are now exploring a radical idea. What if Neanderthals ate maggots? Yes, the wriggling larvae of flies. It sounds disgusting, but in a survival situation you see food where others see decay. The theory suggests Neanderthals didn't just eat fresh meat, they waited for maggots to grow on the leftovers. After a big kill, there was often more meat than a small group could eat before it spoiled. Instead of letting it rot, they may have left it to attract flies. Flies lay eggs, maggots hatch, and soon the carcass is crawling with protein-rich larvae. For Neanderthals, this could have been a second harvest. It's a clever way to turn a single kill into a long-term food source. First they ate the fresh meat, then the organs and marrow. Finally they collected the maggots, nature's protein bars. This isn't desperation, it's smart resource management. It shows Neanderthals weren't just hunters, they were planners, using natural cycles to their advantage. They saw opportunity in decay, turning waste into sustenance. This changes our view of Neanderthals from simple hunters to innovative survivors. They understood that a dead animal could feed them in stages. The maggot theory reveals a new level of intelligence and adaptability. It's a survival strategy, honed by necessity and deep knowledge of their environment. Neanderthals may have been the original masters of recycling nature's resources. Their ingenuity helped them thrive in the harshest conditions. And it all started with a willingness to eat what others wouldn't. Why would anyone eat maggots? The answer is survival nutrition. Maggots are packed with protein, fat, and calories, everything you need in the wild. They're like nature's energy bars, easy to collect and full of fuel. Protein builds muscle, fat keeps you warm, and calories keep you going. In the Ice Age, fat was especially precious. Maggots deliver all three with minimal effort. After a few days, a carcass would be swarming with them. No hunting required. Just scrape them off and you have a ready meal. Maggots are also pre-digested meat, making them easy to eat and absorb. This would be vital for the young, old, or sick. And while the idea might make us cringe, many insects and larvae taste nutty or buttery due to their fat content. For Neanderthals, the taste of fat and protein was the taste of survival. It's all about perspective. What we see as disgusting, they saw as life-saving. Eating maggots was efficient, practical, and smart. It turned every part of a kill into valuable nutrition. For Neanderthals, maggots weren't just food, they were a key to thriving in a brutal world. Sometimes, the best survival foods are the ones we'd never expect. The focus on fat isn't unique to Neanderthals. Modern Arctic hunters like the Inuit prize fat above all else. They know lean meat alone can't sustain you in the cold, you need fat to survive. Eating only lean meat can actually make you sick, a phenomenon called rabbit starvation. Neanderthals faced the same challenge. Large animals had lots of lean muscle but not always enough fat. By letting carcasses decay and be consumed by maggots, Neanderthals could turn lean meat into fatty, energy-rich food. Maggots concentrate fat, transforming less desirable meat into a survival superfood. This strategy shows a deep understanding of nutrition and the environment. It's not just about hunting, it's about managing resources for maximum benefit. Neanderthals weren't just taking what nature gave them, they were upgrading it. This puts them in the same league as expert northern hunters. They knew that fat was life, and they found a clever way to get it, even from the leanest animals. Their survival depended on this knowledge, and it's a lesson that echoes through time. Picture the Ice Age: endless snow, freezing winds, and scarce food. A single hunt could mean feast or famine. Fresh meat spoils quickly, but maggots offer a solution. By letting maggots grow on a carcass, Neanderthals turned one kill into a long-term food supply. Maggots could be harvested over days, even dried or cooked for storage. They became a portable, nutrient-dense snack, perfect for survival. This strategy smoothed out the boom and bust cycle of hunting. It gave Neanderthals a crucial buffer during lean times. Reliable food meant less stress, healthier groups, and more time for other tasks. The simple act of harvesting maggots may have been a cornerstone of Neanderthal success. It was food security in the harshest environment. The ultimate survival food for the ultimate survivors. Sometimes the smallest things make the biggest difference. Maggots helped Neanderthals thrive when others might have starved. That's the power of thinking outside the box. This theory doesn't just add maggots to the menu, it changes how we see Neanderthal intelligence. Cultivating maggots required planning and patience. They had to resist eating all the meat at once, saving some for later. Protecting the carcass from scavengers, waiting for the right moment to harvest. This was complex behavior. It's like having a prehistoric pantry. Fresh meat for today, organs for tomorrow, maggots for next week. This shows economic thinking and resource management. Neanderthals weren't just reacting to their environment, they were shaping it. They understood the life cycle of flies and the process of decay. They inserted themselves into nature's cycles for their own benefit. This is a sign of true adaptability and intelligence. They solved the problem of food scarcity with a clever, biological solution. Their larder was the landscape itself. Neanderthals worked with nature, not against it. Their survival depended on foresight and ingenuity. The maggot strategy is a testament to their ability to plan ahead. It's a glimpse into the mind of a true Ice Age survivor. How do we know Neanderthals might have eaten maggots? Scientists use isotope analysis, a way to read the chemical fingerprints left in ancient bones. Neanderthal bones show unusually high levels of nitrogen isotopes, even higher than other top predators. This puzzled researchers for years. The maggot theory offers an answer. As meat decays, it becomes enriched with a heavy nitrogen isotope. Maggots eat this flesh, concentrating the isotope. When Neanderthals ate the maggots, their own nitrogen levels soared. This explains the mysterious chemical signature in their bones. It's a smoking gun for the maggot theory. The evidence fits. Neanderthals weren't just eating fresh meat, they were tapping into a hidden layer of the food web. The bones have held this secret for millennia, now we're finally reading it. This new perspective shatters old stereotypes of Neanderthals as simple brutes. They were intelligent, adaptable, and deeply resourceful. Their use of maggots as food shows ecological knowledge and innovation. They turned decay into life, and waste into sustenance. Their resourcefulness extended to tools, fire, and caring for their group. Neanderthals were masters of their environment, not just survivors. They adapted to changing climates, shifting diets and strategies as needed. Their success lasted hundreds of thousands of years, far longer than modern humans so far. The maggot theory is just one example of their ingenuity. They were problem solvers, always learning and adapting. We shouldn't see them as failures, but as one of humanity's greatest survival stories. Their legacy is a testament to the power of adaptation. Neanderthals were the ultimate survivors, clever, capable, and worthy of our respect. What does this all teach us? That our past is full of surprises. The idea of Neanderthals eating maggots may seem strange, but it reveals their intelligence and adaptability. They were planners, managers, and ecological experts. They saw opportunity where others saw nothing. Every part of a kill had a purpose: meat, marrow, and even maggots. This wasn't desperation, but efficiency and survival. By exploring these ideas, we get closer to the real Neanderthals. They weren't lesser than us, just different with their own ingenious solutions. Their story is a vital part of our own. Next time you think of a Neanderthal, picture a true survivor, resourceful, clever, and in tune with nature. Their epic of survival still has secrets to reveal. The more we learn, the more we appreciate their place in our shared human story. And who knows what other surprises are still waiting in the bones of our ancient cousins.